The Skip Bayless era in sports talk TV is coming to an unceremonious end.
What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. And man, oh man, this is going to be one hell of an episode as I give you guys my take on exactly what the hell is going on in Undisputed with Skip Bayless, as he looks like he's in distress every single day I watch this show. But before I get into that, I want to ask you guys to do me a favor. Stop what you're doing. Please hit that like button. It is because of you that this channel is growing. It is because of you that I am receiving all of the feedback, the engagement. So please, guys, keep it up. Thank you guys so much for what you guys are doing to me over here at Charge the Game podcast. Back to the video. So we know that Skip Bayless has been failing for a while without Shannon Sharpe. You heard the intro of this video. Jason Whitlock unleashes on Skip Bayless for all of his shenanigans, and he's calling him out, but he did it in a way to where he's trying to also help Skip Bayless. So I want you guys to really listen to this whole video and give your honest assessment on this, because we have a lot to unpack. But first, from the top.
Skip Bayless, it's been reported in recent weeks, they've been drawing 50,000 viewers.
Oh my goodness, 50,000 viewers. And what's sad about that is because when old Shay was over there with Skip Bayless, he was holding down the fort, and they had a pretty balanced, they had good ratings, and it was pretty balanced, and they were able to compete amongst all the other top sports shows because of Shannon Sharpe. Now this guy is plummeting. Guys, I don't think you realize this. A platform such as Undisputed that airs on all this type of TV networks and freaking radios, like, dude, it should be way more than that. But what happens when you rub the wrong people the wrong way? And what Skip Bayless did was that he rubbed all of the fan base, especially minorities that supported Shannon Sharpe. He rubbed them all the wrong way. He tore Shannon Sharpe down. He dismantled Shannon Sharpe. He just embarrassed. He did Shannon Sharpe so wrong to where Shannon Sharpe fans no longer support Skip Bayless. And the replacements for Shannon Sharpe, they just don't do it the way Shannon Sharpe did. And now Skip Bayless is suffering, and Shannon Sharpe is laughing all the way to the bank with Cat Williams making breaking records all over 2024. Jesus Christ. Nightcap, Club Shay, First Take. Hey, it's literally a case of God does not like ugly. Let's keep watching.
Most people will attribute this to the departure of Shannon Sharpe.
And like he said, I know we just mentioned Shannon Sharpe, but the new cast and crew, they just don't do it. I don't even know if Richard Sherman is coming back. Last I heard, I did a video on him going, getting a DUI, getting arrested, and we haven't heard from him since. We don't know if the networks let him go privately. We don't know if they're telling him to hold off until football season comes back around. We just do not know. But he had a lot at stake, and honestly, the show is good without him and good with him. It doesn't really matter. I do like the fact that he challenged Skip a lot. But I would have to say that my favorite is probably Michael Irvin because of the raw emotion, being a Dallas Cowboy lover, Skip Bayless being the same way. I just thought that it would look better with just them two. Keyshawn Johnson is cool, but he typically thinks like a player and doesn't give a fair assessment and plays favoritism. That's not good debating to me. So I don't know what they're going to do over there, but hopefully Skip Bayless knows what he's doing, because it looks very, very bad and it's not going to end well if he does not call it quits sooner than later.
Shannon Sharpe allowed it to survive for a time being. It allowed it to remain relevant, but in terms of actual TV ratings, the growth wasn't there. It was stale for 4 or 5 years in a row. Once Shannon Sharpe exits, then all the air is let out of the balloon and it starts crashing. And so Sharpe leaving clearly damaged Undisputed.
And to piggyback off what Jason Whitlock is saying, it is so clear. Skip Bayless needs minorities for his content. It is what it is. Nobody wants to sit around and watch an old man with bad makeup. Oh my goodness. With bad makeup, old saggy skin, and just spews old hate, old man demeanor and negative energy. And I happen to like Skip Bayless, but I would be lying to you guys if I say this is the type of person I could be around like all day, every day. It just seems like he's mad at the world about so many things. Nothing really makes him happy. He doesn't want kids. It's just crazy to me that this guy loves sports so much till he lets it consume him and rots him from the inside out. Maybe there are other things working against him, I don't know, but it is very clear that Shannon Sharpe was the ticket to Skip Bayless' success. Now, I will say this, Skip Bayless also did do Shannon Sharpe a favor when CBS kicked him to the curb. He also looked out for Shannon Sharpe, gave him a job, but that doesn't mean that you can mistreat people based off of it being your show. Obviously, it was a lot of jealousy playing into the effect. And Shannon Sharpe just got too big for Skip Bayless, and he pushed him out. These are the results that Skip Bayless is left with.
Hey, we don't have any real talent, and so we'll just argue with each other. And people will just pick a side and argue with each other because the actual hosts don't have any talent. And so debate was the replacement for talent. Talk TV has always been about a talented host. And Shannon Sharpe is a talented host, whether I like him or not.
I will agree. Shannon Sharpe has something that Skip Bayless does not possess. He's relatable. In all aspects, Shannon Sharpe is relatable. He's rich. He's been poor. He started from the bottom. Grew up in a household. Grandfather raised him pretty much on a farm or some type of plantation setup. And he really learned a lot from the wisdom that was around him. You will see him on Undisputed always talk about the instillings of his grandfather, make jokes out of it, little metaphors here and there, and his personality overall can literally sustain across multiple types of platforms. And Skip Bayless is just one way. You know what I'm saying? The talent was Shannon Sharpe. The boss man on the show, for the most part, was Skip Bayless. But Skip Bayless wasn't the talent. And we see now how important talent is once you're deprived of it. Because if Skip Bayless had a jolly personality, knew how to make people laugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to other white men across sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually like the guy Craig Carton. I like Colin Cowherd. I like Mad Dog Russo, whatever his name is. Like, look at all their personality and how much engagement they get off of their personalities just because they're a little bit different. They're a little bit more youthful. They're a little bit more joyful. They're welcoming. Skip Bayless does not have a welcoming aura because he's stuck and set in his ways. And sometimes when you're stuck and set in your ways, they come back and harm you in worse ways than you can ever imagine. And Skip Bayless, he just may have self-inflicted his own career by pushing Shannon Sharpe out of the door.
But the whole embrace debate era has been dead for 5 years. Stephen A. pivoted away from that, and that's why they have the assortment of guests that come on his show. Skip Bayless, and I'm not trying to, it was great what he did with debate, but he's never been a talented television host, period, end of story. And now he's getting exposed in his YouTube era. I think it's over, and Fox Sports has some real serious decisions to make.
And I will agree with Jason Whitlock on this, because Jason Whitlock, he said something very important there. He said he is not talented in this new YouTube era, this new YouTube space. Well, what does YouTube allow? It allows you to hear individual personalities. It allows you to see people talent. Why do you think that now the job market is so crazy? Yes, the cost of living is more expensive, but it's very hard for people to retain people now at certain jobs. Like, it seems like now in the YouTube generation, kids are being successful, teenagers, adults. A lot of people can work for themselves, so they don't have to go in and clock in. And now, what do you see? You see the vacancies of jobs. And with Skip Bayless, you see that everybody don't have to do things the way that you grew up seeing. We can go get money so many ways to where we don't have to depend on you. And Skip Bayless, during the time where the world was so basic, modern, slow, not as equipped with innovative technology that we have now, guess what, Skip Bayless? You probably would have still been gold. But now people don't really watch full sports shows. People go listen to snippets, shorts. You got the TikToks, you got the Instagram. People are getting information quicker than a show would provide. And I think that Jason Whitlock is onto something. Maybe Skip Bayless should hang it up because maybe his time is now over. Your thoughts?
Skip Bayless and that show is struggling. Obviously, Shannon Sharpe is key. He was vital. But I also think it's the environment. We are now into the new media / YouTube era of the media and entertainment field. And when you have entities like Mace, who has a show that seems to be doing pretty good numbers, Gilbert Arenas, then you have other networks like Dreamers Pro and Scap Attack, our guy. There's a lot more choices.
My point exactly, guys. My point exactly. And it's you don't have to listen to a whole TV show. It's barely, look at movies now, right? Look at the way the world is so different now. It's crazy. Like movies would come out, be released into theaters and stay there for 2 to 3 months. Man, you see a movie come out and then what, 1 week, 2 weeks, it's on Amazon Prime, Hulu. Like you can rent movies, you can have in-home movies. Like it's so different because of the comfortability of the new world. You know what I'm saying? Everything is at your fingertips. The way we get our food delivered, ordered, pick up, is just too much going on for our attention spans to be focused on just one whole show throughout the day. And the time that you allocate towards that, you just don't get back anymore. So you just want to be in and out with the stuff you want to know to make your day better or for your information. So that's just my views on it. And obviously this guy Steve Kim here is pretty much re-emphasizing that. So let's keep watching.
And so go look at Shannon Sharpe. He's got Club Shay Shay. What is that? Is that a debate or is it a long form conversation, interview conversation? Shannon asks questions, guests say interesting things. What is Nightcap? Are he and Ocho debating everything? Or is it two likable guys with a smile on their face that are sharing stories and sharing insight and having an authentic conversation with each other?
And like I said, guys, Shannon Sharpe, let me tell you, I may not like Shannon Sharpe. I'm not the biggest Shannon Sharpe fan. I have my reasons, but I will give him this. This guy is a hard worker. He keeps his head down, and he literally shows you what happens when people wrong you and you do right by people. If you follow any type of higher being or spiritual, you just smile, you kill people with kindness, and things will work out in your favor later on down the road. And like I said, what does Shannon Sharpe have that Skip Bayless does not? You just heard Jason Whitlock. Well, they're not talking about sports. They are relatable. Very relatable. And guess what? Most of the fans that will watch your show, Skip Bayless, related to Shannon Sharpe. So his success is really based off of just what people got from your show, how they were connected to Shannon Sharpe. And now he's able to live the rest of his life building up to be the world's favorite uncle. And he's embodied that and it's worked in his favor. He took it on. He took the licks. He took the abuse. He took it all, only to come out on top winning. Boy. Skip Bayless, I just know that you seethed in that night. I was watching the show today, and I just see the topics that Skip Bayless is talking about, and it just seems like he's trying so hard to stay relevant. He's talking about LeBron James, you know, at the game tonight when Jeannie Buss and the other young lady was pretty much like touching him. And it's just like, dude, Skip Bayless, you're so much bigger than that. Why are you covering these type of things? I didn't even cover that. Like, it's because it's not debatable. It's just embarrassing. And I feel bad for Skip Bayless, I really do. But I also feel like all good things must come to an end, right? And Skip Bayless, you had a run. But right now, it's just not looking pretty for you, my friend.
Skip Bayless, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but he seems so inauthentic. Gold chain. I'm best friends with a rapper who's 30 years younger than me. I'm wearing Air Jordan shoes. I'm a 70-something-year-old white guy pretending to be a 35-year-old black guy. It just doesn't work.
And I'll end with that, man. But he hit it straight on the nail because Skip Bayless, man, he's trying his best to be relatable. Literally, I told you guys at the beginning of this video, the one thing that Shannon Sharpe has Skip Bayless lacks is relatability. Like, he's not relatable at all. So what does he do? He lets Lil Wayne come on the show high, drugged up off lean. I like Wayne, but I'm just being honest. Like, you allow Wayne to use you to, I guess, promote his Young Money team, and it's just a bad look. It looks like you're the white boy, the hood guys want to be down so bad that you're willing to do any and everything, and they're using you up for their own good, and you're okay with it because you just want the status of it. You really want to be known as, yeah, I'm Skip Bayless. I see him like every Friday make a post and say, I can't lose in these shoes, MJ. And he looks, I saw somebody drop something in the comment section and say he looks like he's about to take over Gotham City. And he really does, because Skip Bayless has his darkness to him. I can't describe it, but it just looks like all of the energy in life has been sucked out of him by something evil and has contaminated his soul to make him look the way he looks. I can't describe it, but I know you guys can kind of envision what I'm talking about. And with the drip, the jewelry, I know Lil Wayne comes and gives everybody a chain, but at some point, man, be your age. And when Skip Bayless is doing that, I get the whole Skip drip Bayless with the hair to the back, gel down, the all black on, and the shoes. And I'm just like, hey, you're just a guy trying to keep up with today's time versus enjoying retirement. Skip Bayless is in his 70s, and at some point, man, like, yo, when are you going to give this up and, go off into the sunset with your wife, Ernestine, and live a great life? You've been making money, a lot of money for years, and I get it. Maybe you don't have anything else going for you outside of sports, but you just got to know when to hang it up. So that's what I have on this, guys. You guys weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Let me know what y'all think about this, as Skip Bayless is going down, man, and it just looks very bad right now for him, and hopefully he can kind of get a hold of himself and figure out what lane he needs to be in. But as far as the base, I think it's about over. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. If you guys like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Also, do me a favor, guys. I need you to like this video. Please hit the thumbs up on this. If this video meant anything to you and you really enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I cannot stress that enough. It goes a long way. Thank you so much for the love and support. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.